Hey, I'm John Cannell, and today on Preppy Kitchen, I'm showing you how to make some quick and easy air fryer potato wedges. So let's get started. First off, grab 2 beautiful russet potatoes, and we're gonna scrub them underwater so they're nice and clean. We want the skins on them though. Look at that. Before and after. Scrub it up, 2 potatoes in a tub. Scrubbing those potatoes was so satisfying, they look 10 years younger. All right, grab a sharp knife and we're gonna cut these potatoes lengthwise down the middle. Now we're gonna quarter each of these halves for a total of 1/8. You do wanna have a nice, beautiful wedge though, so, cut nicely. All right, continue the process. This is the easiest recipe, by the way, and if you haven't had like an air fryer potato wedge, they're like French fries, but bigger and even more delicious. They're really nicely seasoned. It's a great easy side to do, and we all have like a potato or 2 hanging around in the pantry. So put your air fryer to work and make this recipe. Now we have quarters, flip them over, and right down the middle for beautiful wedges. My prep is all done, it was that easy. Grab a big bowl of ice water and we're gonna dunk these guys, and they need to soak for 10 minutes. The ice bath is gonna really help remove all the starch, also prevent them from discoloring, and it'll give you a crisper potato under the ice. So about 10 minutes later, if I remove this giant chunk of ice, you can see cloudy underneath, and that's all the starch. The starch can give you kind of a gummy texture on your potato wedges, so when we soak them in ice water, starch kind of separates out, we're left with delicious potatoes. And the reason we're using ice water is if you used warm water, the starch could activate and it just wouldn't separate out as easily. Remove your ice cold potato wedges, and I'd recommend using tongs for this because your hands will be hurting if not. All right, yeah, all my potato wedges are gone. We're gonna dump our ice water out. So cloudy. If you haven't subscribed to the channel but you love delicious things, hit that sub button. There's 2 new recipes every week and always something delicious around the corner. Now put your wedges back into your bowl. This is a 1 bowl recipe, by the way. 1 bowl, 1 air fryer, 1 cutting board. I'm just gonna rinse these off 1 more time in water and then they're good to go. Just get any residual starch off. Rinse, 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 agitate them just a bit. And there we go. The starch is gone, but the other enemy of crisping up is water, so we need to dry these off really well. Grab a lint-free tea towel, not the fuzzy terry cloth kind, or some paper towels, and we're just gonna pat these dry really well. This, by the way, is a great, once you cut the potato wedges, all the rest of the steps could be done by kids. Just putting it out there. They want that allowance, don't they? Lachlan and George love helping in the kitchen. You can watch them, they're there with you, they can do some steps, it's fun. So, pat them dry. I'm using a paper towel for the rest. With my paper towels, I'm just really getting all the residual water off. I want these to be crispy, golden, and delicious, not soggy and sad. That would be sad. And don't think I'm gonna pop these bone-dry potato wedges into a wet bowl. This will get dried out as well. All right, my bowl is dry and so are the potatoes, so transfer them over. And now we're gonna drizzle them with a tablespoon of olive oil. If you feel like you can never get even coverage by drizzling, you can use a mister. I have a really great micro mister that somebody broke, but otherwise I'd be doing this, and it's a beautiful spritz. Okay. Tossed and nicely coated. Now it's time to give these potatoes some flavor, starting with 1 teaspoon of salt. Gently sprinkle all over, and then give them a mix, and continue sprinkling. Don't just dump the salt in, that would be bad. You would seriously have 1 salty potato and the rest are bland, even if you mixed your heart out. Now we're gonna add half a teaspoon of garlic powder, gently sprinkle, give it a toss, and continue sprinkling. Half a teaspoon of black pepper. It's a little baby kangaroo. and half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Give it a good shake so it's really nicely combined. And now it's time to preheat our air fryer to 325 Fahrenheit. You could have done this earlier, but I cannot talk over the sound of an air fryer. So if you want, you can preheat it 5 minutes before you're ready. All right, my air fryer is nice and hot, so we're gonna add all the potato wedges in, skin side down, leaving a little space in between. This time I'm using my fingers because I don't wanna wipe off any of the delicious seasoning. My last potato wedge went in, and now they're gonna bake for 12 minutes. Then we'll give them a shake. After 12 minutes, give your wedges a shake, nudge them around and return them to a single layer. Okay. Pop them back in, and now we're gonna increase temperature to 400 degrees and air fry for another 12 minutes. My potatoes are done, so now we're gonna transfer to a serving dish. Garnish with some chopped parsley and freshly grated Parmesan, and they're ready to enjoy. That is delicious, full of flavor, crispy on the outside, nice and tender on the inside, and so satisfying too. I hope you get a chance to make this recipe, and if you like this video, check out my air fryer playlist.